Good afternoon. Welcome to 3 o'clock with Sand. I am Alan Canacasco Rubio, Public Ally serving with SOC. Today's team is made up of Marisol in production and in comments. As you can see, I'm not using a mask because I'm working from home, just like the rest of our team. But we're still here for you guys. You can communicate with us 414-672-8090 or email soc@socmilwaukee.org. All of this information will also be in the comments. Please give us your um, shares, your likes, your opinions, any questions that you might want to ask. Give us a like, share. All right. Well, before anything else, I want to remind you who we're going to have on the rest of the week. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to have Dr. Keith Posley, the superintendent of Milwaukee Public Schools, and they'll be talking about vaccines because it'll be Thursday is our COVID segment with Marlene. She'll be doing that interview. On Friday, we're going to have Silvia Ortiz Velez talking about some reforms and other initiatives, which will be happening at the domes, at the gardens and the domes. And so they'll talk a little bit more about that. Unfortunately, today, Elsa couldn't come to the show live. So we're going to show you a previously recorded episode. That's the program that talks about public allies, the program that I'm part of. We did it maybe 5-ish months ago. It's been a while. But I wanted to touch on it again because I would love for the community to learn more about public allies because it's important that the young folks know about this program, which is an option. The young people in Milwaukee's community. So let's go ahead and show that video with Brandi Hernandez. Thanks so much. Go ahead with that video. Hey, Brandi, we're so happy that you're here. It's great to see you and just to have the opportunity to talk to you about the Public Allies program. So, if you could start letting us know a little bit more about your experience in the program. What have been the challenges, your positive experiences, negative experiences about the program? Yeah, of course. Well, thanks for having me here. A little bit about the program. It's called Public Allies. And basically, you're serving for 10 months starting in September, and we're done in July. And the objective of the program is to develop your leadership of the young people. But it's not just young people. There's also, if you're in like a transition, like a time of transition, or sometimes in life, you're just not sure where you're going, this is a really great program. My brother is a teacher right now in Green Bay. It's his first year teaching. So it's a little weird with the pandemic and everything. But I told him, if you really want to be a teacher, go ahead and do it. But otherwise, come into the program. It's really a great program to be able to learn what you want to focus on, not just as a person, but like professionally. So I told him a little bit about the program. 10 months, you're with an organization or an agency around the city that are all nonprofits. I don't know how to say that in Spanish, but yes, thank you. So it's a project. So it's a project that we develop that will be there after our term with the organization. This is my second year. My first year, I was with Milwaukee Film, their organization. And then what I did was developed a volunteer program. But unfortunately, because of the pandemic in March, I couldn't execute it. Yeah, I couldn't execute it. So what I did was I left them a portfolio so that when the time comes, they'll be able to have that project. I spent a lot of time on it last year. So I started in the program because, well, honestly, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I graduated in 2018 in December. No, 2019. Sorry, 2019, last year. Um, from the university here, UW Wisconsin, Milwaukee. And some of my other friends did this program, and they told me it's a difficult program. You're going to think about things that will change your point of view. And I wasn't sure what was going to happen. People told me it's going to be a great year, but there will be other things. You'll be thinking about different things, everything that you've learned. So, my first year was more like a personal development for me. It's hard to explain it because if you're not in the program, it's hard to explain. And I don't want to say too much because it's a really, really beautiful experience. So that was my first year. And then what I want to say is that it's not just for young people, it's for everybody. We have people that are 17 years old, 40 years old. We really want inclusivity, talking about ages, and we're also expanding the program into Racine and Kenosha also. Okay, definitely. In the program, I've seen that and I've felt that, especially talking about development, personal development. And also, like you said, it's a really great way to transition if you're, just getting out of high school. Um, it can be a really great program to give you the opportunity to interact with different organizations. And then maybe you can have a job in the future or you have connections. And, not just where you're serving, but other organizations that you can learn about while you're at that organization. I have seen the benefit. I've learned so many things, not just about who I am, but working with different community organizations. I know you said you didn't want to say too much about the program, but I would like to know about some of the challenges because I know there's lots to talk about challenges and diversity, things that, I've never really thought about that, but now it's in front of me. So these are things that I want to overcome. Yeah. What I would like to start with is to say is that the world is very diverse and ethnicity, race, genre, everything. and in our community as Latinos too. And I want to start with that because I think that being in public allies has helped me see that not just the diversity, but there's also different people's strong opinions that sometimes you are don't agree with. And that's what I want to talk about. It's a challenge to be able to, you know, it's a how do you say it's a safe space. You hear a lot of people talk about safe spaces, but this is a brave space. And it's important to distinguish the two because what we try to do is honestly to challenge the desafiar, challenge. I had it in my notes because I knew that word was going to come up. I don't know. I'm sorry. My Spanish isn't the greatest. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that it's not yeah, I think challenge is okay. But then also being in that space and being able to different opinions and the ability to understand and get out of that space with a different mentality because it's a space where it's like, well, since May and June of this year. Before that, you didn't talk too much about race or equity, but now, since, well, I mean, Public Ally, the first year that I started, that's what we talked about. And the executive director from the national office, I'm not remembering, but he he said that we'd been talking about it for years, but that's what people are focusing on now, racial justice and justice for the individual as a human. And it's so important to talk about that because, well, it's just an important topic. We talk a lot about opinions, and that is a challenge. Somebody that has a strong opinion and then somebody else, might not have the same thing, but we want everybody to feel, comfortable to be able to give your opinion, to learn something new. Those are people that, we want to learn about all kinds of things. Life, you're constantly learning. We're learning about each other, about ourselves, people around us. So it's a moment for learning, not just for that person, but the person that's living it, but the person that's listening too. That's not a challenge, I guess, because some people aren't comfortable in that space, and yeah, it can be really uncomfortable. So, some people, like, I'm very Mexican. My parents are very Mexican. Last year, if you were in the program, I talked a lot about my parents. Not like bad, but I think that at some point I started to having my own opinions. And I know that Latino parents, we talked a lot about this too, Alan. We talked a lot about autonomy. Uh-oh. Video just froze. 1 second. Let's see what's happening here. Well, they have their own ways of thinking. So they have scholarships, or if you have debt like myself, then you can keep paying these things. We different resources because the program here in Milwaukee, there are different programs in Los Angeles, Washington. Yep, you know it all. So here, people that are here, you can start here in Milwaukee, but there are also programs in Chicago if you want to go to Chicago, or apply to different programs, because all the way across the US there are people that are our public allies, and it's so important because if I don't stay here in Milwaukee, I can go to another city, and it's another network, another connection. I don't know if that makes sense. No, perfect. That's great, valuable information in my opinion. I also wanted to leave a little bit of information in the comments about, what is the program, how to apply, the homepage. And, anybody that has any kind of questions about the program, they can just communicate with Brandi. When I started, there was a lot that I had to learn. Thank you so much, Brandi. So much great information. I would love to have you on again. I don't know if you have anything else that you want to share, but about the projects that you have going on, or with your placement, or where you're serving. So, well, for now we're done, and we'll see each other soon. Goodbye. All right. Well, that was my interview with Brandi. As I mentioned, it's a few months old, but all of the information is relevant. Next year, be having a cohort for 2021 and 2022. I've been a little involved, and I think it's finishing up in June. So there's still a week or two left where I'll be here with the Southside Organizing Center. Maybe I'm going off to do another show in Spanish somewhere. I don't know. It's been great. I want to thank everybody. I recommend people that I know. If you know somebody that's 18 to 25 years old, if they're in a position to participate in a program, maybe you're taking some time off of school, maybe you just graduated from high school, this program is great for people. Or, like she mentioned, if you're just in a transition time, this program isn't specifically for one type of person, talking about, a genre. They want diversity. And I know that previously I have run into people that are older than other people, almost 50 years old. So it's a great program, like she mentioned, talking about racism, what it is, capitalism, how the two are tied together. What does it mean to stay healthy, or to have time, how to heal after time constantly being on the grind, or the rat race. Well, with that, I want to say that all of the information is in the comments. So we're going to do a COVID segment. It's in English, but I will try to translate a little bit about what's on the screen. And then we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. the World Health Organization is recommending that you keep with the 6 feet of distance. You use your masks. So for that reason, and the reasons that because there are different variants of the virus, there are some that are maybe even stronger than the original virus. They can be a little more aggressive to your immune system, especially if you're not vaccinated. So that's why you have to stay safe, use your masks, especially if you're not vaccinated or get vaccinated. All right, so let's keep going to the next segment, which is about, we're stuck again, just a moment. We're going to go on to our community resource. And I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see. Okay, here in communication. So the reason that we're here is we're talking about resources for broadband low for your internet bill could go down even $50 a month. That is a service that is being offered at a federal level. It's part of the American Rescue Plan. It's trying to kind of recuperate things. So for more information, you can go to this page. You can see all of the details here. It's like I mentioned, for homes that are eligible, you will get a reduction of $50 or $75. Sorry, $50. The 75 is specifically for places that are native tribes here in the US. So then you can also apply right here. If you need information in Spanish, because it's a federal agency, just select Spanish right here. And then you see everything in Spanish. So that will be in the comments for anybody that needs it. If you need any more help, if you have questions, we are more than happy to help and give you any details that you might need. Here you see different videos in Spanish if you want it in Spanish. But for people that need it, they do work with your internet provider. And I know that a lot of providers in our area use this program, and they give you, or they give the payment right to the provider. All right, well, I think we're gonna finish up with the program for that. I didn't see any comments or anything. So before I go, I want to leave that link here in the comments so that people have it available if they need it. And then I'll leave you guys with the survey promo. Please take a second to fill out the survey if you can. It'll be here in the comments. We still need your feedback. If you're watching the show, maybe in a year, you left a comment. That will be here till the internet doesn't exist anymore. So please, you know, give us your comments. Thank you so much. Has this forum been informative for you? What part of the forum can we improve or change? Let us know responding to a quick survey that can be found in the comment section. That way we can keep the program going for residents. And thank you for tuning in.